and welcome to the SheerLuxe show. I'm Nano Champong and we have a really fab show for you today. Grazia's money columnist and financial advisor, Bola Sol, tells us how to afford the future that you want. Surely we all need that information. Then POLLY'S shows us what she's packing for a city break. But first, let me introduce our uber fabulous guests. First up, author and podcast host Josh Smith and model and florist Kasia Chin. So lovely to have you both on the sofa today. How are we?
We are stunning.
Yes, good.
We're full of the Olympic spirit, babes.
Oh my gosh, how incredible. Honestly, everything just makes me want to cry all the time.
Anytime I hear a national anthem now, I'm like...
Right, I'm gone. So I want to get into our first topic. Finally, summer has arrived in the UK. We're actually having some sun. So we are in full-on socialising mode. There's lots of parties, picnics, events that we need to be at. But I want to know, when you do get some alone time, what do you do with that? Like, just to stay chill, keep it clean.
I was going to take it PG, but now you mention it.
Now
you've asked. Wow. Okay,
I
have a really niche hobby, which
do I even know about it? Do I know about
this? I'm obsessed with women's tennis.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So whenever I have downtime, I literally just put women's tennis on the... Like, obviously, like...
How many screens have you got in your house?
No, just like on the one TV screen. And I watch it, I find it so calming.
Okay.
Like, I just love watching the ball go back and forth. I love all the competitors. I know, like, I'm so hooked to it. So it's like my one time when I just tune out of everything else and just focus on the random tennis match.
So if, like, Wimbledon isn't on or the US Open, like, what tennis
Babes,
do you
I'm
watch?
watching, like, the Transylvania Open. That's a thing.
From like 1970.
No, honestly, so, because like this is so niche, we're really getting into it now, but Sky Tennis is a channel, right?
Oh.
And so they follow the WTA tour all year round.
Yeah.
So I watch it religiously all year. Babe, they're always somewhere.
Yeah.
Like it's permanently summer for them. Transylvania. They're in Washington last week.
Yeah.
They're somewhere new. They're in Toronto this week, babes. They're on tour. So I literally put it on and zone out. It's like the best thing. I love it.
Amazing.
Amazing. Mine's not as niche. I'm just going straight in with reading.
Okay.
So.
All right, okay. A crowd pleaser.
Can't compare.
Yeah.
I'm reading a lot at the moment. I'm trying to get through a book every 2 weeks, which is quite hard.
That's amazing.
Babes, how do you have the time?
I know, but I don't. I say that like I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm reading The Guy That Wrote One Day. I'm reading his new book, which is really good.
What's it
I
called?
started reading that.
You Are Here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really
it good?
good.
It's really good.
If you've got like your one day, you know, you want that back.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Okay.
So I'm reading that. I've got like a whole stack by my bedside. I mean, it looks good.
Yeah.
It looks good.
Yeah. Looks the part.
Yeah, exactly.
Looks the
I'm
part.
doing that. I'm walking the dog. Yeah, just keeping it really chill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. What do I do? I
Yeah,
mean,
what do you do? What do you do in your
I don't
alone
know if I
time?
have any alone time ever. No. For me, it's standard stuff. Exercise.
Yeah.
It would have been baking, but I don't have a kitchen currently. But I love baking.
What do you bake?
Cakes, usually, any type
What
of...
type of cake?
Rainbow cake is my signature.
Oh, wow.
That's quite an extreme signature. Like most people like banana loaf or whatever it is.
No, that's my signature. Banana bread, obviously. We were all doing that during lockdown.
Entry level.
Carrot cake. I made a carrot cake for my best friend's wedding.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh my
I will
God.
never do that again, though. That was...
Are you going on Bake Off?
It was really stressful. I can't bake under a time constraint. Like it just
needs to be relaxing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I could bake something and then come back an hour later and then ice it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I also just love the fact you do the Peloton and then you just are baking at the same time.
Yeah.
It's basically your life.
This is it. As we were chatting guilty pleasures and what we do in our alone time, can you let me know what your payday purchases have been?
Well, we're trying to do up our house at the moment, which is what you're doing as well.
Yeah.
So I feel like most of the money that we have goes on buying something like really sexy, like a built-in wardrobe. Or like Baron Ball paint, which is also a very exciting purchase. I feel like Baron Ball paint is what we're going for.
What colour?
The blue-grey.
Ooh.
Do you know which one I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Chic.
I've got the whole... Like,
You've got the whole set. She's got
She's
the whole catalogue.
Yeah, I'm like, oh. No, I'm actually using lick paint.
Lovely.
you?
Yeah.
I just love a Farrow Ball colour.
I mean, you can't go wrong. I've got Farrow Ball in my bedroom.
Oh, she's mixing and matching.
Yeah.
What colour's in the bedroom?
It is concrete. You know, like The
Polished concrete.
Polished concrete.
concrete.
Yeah,
Polished
nice.
concrete.
Yeah. How about you, Kasia?
So mine's just this really amazing Zara perfume that went out of stock. I got into Zara perfume, someone bought it for me.
Yeah.
My friend's obsessed with them.
Every time I wear it, people stop me and they're like, sorry, what are you wearing?
Yeah.
It lasts all day long. It's so good, but then it went out of stock.
Yeah.
I was trying to find it on eBay. Everyone was looking for it for me. And it's just come back in. So I'm going to buy like 10 of them.
What's it
Yeah.
called?
Because you're always worried they're going to make it elegantly Tokyo.
Oh,
Because you do know that Joe Malone.
It's the Joe Malone collab.
Yeah.
But I'm so worried it's going to go out again. So I'm going to use my pay to buy 10.
Yeah, stock up on that, definitely. My payday purchase tiles for my bathroom.
Nice.
My
Oh,
new...
we're so old.
I know, aren't we?
Like, it used to be like, oh my God, I'm going out, getting my night out dress, I'm getting this handbag, I'm getting this
You're buying
clutch.
paint and I'm buying tiles.
Honestly.
Yeah,
Adulthood has found us.
I know. Mandarin Stone, I don't know if you've heard of them.
I think I have. Yeah.
They have got some really great tiles. My bathroom is going to be pink. And yeah, they just had the exact pink that I wanted.
Amazing.
Basically found it on Pinterest.
What kind of pink are we talking?
It's kind of like a blush pink, so it's very
Okay,
light
nice.
and airy, and I'm just going to feel very calm in my bathroom.
Oh, babe.
I know.
Pop that candle on. Zen.
I can't wait. Thank you so much. Next up, financial advisor Bola Sol, author of new book Your Money Life, gives us her top tips on how to afford the future that you want. I'm listening and taking notes.
Hi, my name is Bola Sol and I'm a qualified financial advisor, and I've just written a book called Your Money Life, How to Afford the Future You Want. And here are my 10 top tips. Now, first of all, you need to set a budget. No 2 months are the same, and what you need to know is you need to know where your income is and where your expenses are going. No one wants to say, where's all my money gone? So instead of saying that, make sure you are tracking down what you are making and what you are spending. That way you also know what you can save and invest. Number 2, set financial boundaries. At times we can be asked to do things and we want to say yes, and sometimes we do want to people please, but we have to ask ourselves at what cost. So make sure you're setting financial boundaries with yourself and with others as well, so that you know where your money is. Number 3, make sure you have an emergency fund. 3 to 6 months of expenses is so important and so crucial. As we've seen, life changes, whether it's job loss, whether it's a family emergency, whatever it is, you want to make sure that you have money ready, because when you have your money ready, it just means that you don't have to operate out of desperation, you can operate out of preparation. Number 4, diversify your investments. We should all be investing, and what's really important is that we don't put all our eggs into one basket. We have to be sure that we have investments over different asset classes and we are making the most of our money, because as much as we may love our jobs and we may love everything we do, one day we want to ensure that our money is working hard for us and that we can reap the benefits. Number 5, discuss money in relationships. Whether platonic or romantic, I think it's important we are all talking about money. Now, I don't mean that we need to say, how much is your salary? That's not necessarily the type of conversation we need to have. But we need to talk about what kind of deals are you getting on your broadband, or how are we moving forward together if we're in a relationship and we're looking to settle down. We have to get to a point where we become transparent about what we're doing with our money, because community is important in general, and that involves our finances too. Number 6, for those in a relationship, make sure you create a joint budget, whether it's for fun, whether it's for the future, or just for the present to make sure bills are split equally. You need to ensure that you are budgeting together, because there's no way you can grow together separately and have your finances separate. You need to make sure that you are coming together, and that includes looking at your budget and also setting financial goals to make sure you reach it. Number 7, plan for shared experiences with friends. We all want to have fun with our friends. I know I do, but I always ask, what's the cost or what's the budget? We don't always know everyone's financial situation, even if we are making around the same amount of money. So make sure that you are having a discussion about what the budget is and you are sharing experiences together so everyone can enjoy. Number 8. Now this one is hard, but it's delayed gratification. Trust me, I've struggled with this. It's very easy in today's world to have short-term goals and only think about things that we want to do in the next year or 2 years. However, we have to think about the future. Think about the house you want now. If you're like me, I know you two want that walk-in wardrobe. On top of the wardrobe, I also want the house. So I need to save for the house first before I get the walk-in wardrobe. There are things in our lives that we are going to have to save for, and it requires us to have a long-term outlook on how we're going to get there. But we will get there, and sometimes what it means is that we can't always have immediate gratification. We do have to wait sometimes, but trust me, it will be worth it in the end. Number 9, celebrate financial milestones. If you've paid off a credit card, you've paid off a form of debt, maybe you've even paid off a student loan, whatever it is, you need to celebrate it. It's okay to celebrate them, and celebrate them with the people who understand what it means to you. That way you can get to the next phase of your journey. At times, we don't take in enough the milestones we have made with our money, so make sure you do. Number 10, take care of your well-being. I understand we all have to work, we all want to enjoy our money, but we also need to take care of ourselves. Whether that looks like you resting, whether it looks like a wellness retreat, whether it looks like just having some self-care days with your friends or family, make sure that you are also taking care of yourself, because that's an important part of your finances too. We're not just made to work, we are human beings, not human doings. Those are my top 10 tips. For more guidance, make sure you pick up a copy of Your Money Life, How to Afford the Future You Want.
Wow, that was so good. Thank you so much, Bola. So keeping on the topic of money, have you guys got any money hacks that you follow? Anything that you're saving for?
So I am really bad with money, like so bad with money. But recently I've been forced into being good with it by my mum.
Yes.
And I have been moving my money to different ISAs. So when one comes up, take all of it and put it into a different ISA. I'm a money saving expert. I'm finding the best
Babe,
one,
you're Martin
the best
Lewis.
rate. Literally.
But chica.
I'm going to rebrand myself.
Babe.
And I feel like literally if anyone could see this, they'd be like, we know your shit with money. Like, so this is forcing me to be good, and also you can't touch it for a year.
Yeah.
So even if you put it in and you're like, oh, let's, transfer some out, you literally can't touch. And the longer that you don't touch it for, the better interest rate you get, the more money you make. So
My mind is blown.
This is it, yeah.
You
There's
need to be getting on it.
definitely.
What are you doing?
I am so bad with money. If my mum watches this, she's going to howl that I'm on a show talking about money, because I've always been notoriously so bad with it. Do you know what? Like, I actually got into a bit of financial difficulty at the beginning of this year, and it was so
It's like
hard.
eye-opening as well.
And it was really eye-opening, and also I found it really difficult because I feel like people don't really talk about it.
No, and it's really debilitating as well.
Yeah.
And I feel like so many people around me, when I started sharing, were like, oh, babe, me too.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yes,
why are we not talking about this more? Like, why is money still such
It's
a
a really
taboo
taboo
topic?
subject.
Totally.
Like, even when you were talking about it just then, I was getting very hot.
Yes.
Like, under the car, I was like,
Usually that's me. It's only a recent
like,
thing.
we're talking about money.
Yeah. Let's not go there.
But do you know what? One of the things I've had to start doing is for the first time in my whole life after that incident was I had to start budgeting. So I got a spreadsheet for the first time, which I was really proud of.
Yeah.
Broke it down, worked out how much money I had to spend per day, per week, per month.
Yeah.
And even if sometimes I didn't hit it,
Yeah.
being consciously more aware of the budgeting has made me spend less. And also
Yeah.
it's made me start saying no to things.
Yeah.
And I'm someone who needs to start saying no to
Yes.
things.
Yeah.
Just so I can protect my energy levels,
Yeah.
so I can not just turn up but show up, but also protect my bank balance at the same time.
Exactly, hitting all three
yeah.
things at the same time.
And also, a lot of my friends have very expensive life decisions.
Yeah, you can't keep up with that all
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Like, do
Yeah.
what you can afford.
You need to make it work for
and
you.
that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah, exactly.
And every week it's a new wedding, it's a new hen do, it's
Yeah.
a new this, it's a new
You
that.
can't do it all.
And you can't,
Yeah.
do, it
Can't
all.
do it all.
And you just need to sometimes be like, do you know what? If I'm going to go to this wedding, it's going to cost me X amount of money.
Yeah.
And it's going to make me even more stressed. That's not worth me going.
Yeah,
to
no,
be honest.
definitely
So,
not. So
yeah.
has budgeting really helped?
It's
Like-
helped change my approach to
your
money.
attitude.
And
Yeah.
my attitude
Yeah.
and my just awareness of it.
Yeah.
Because I think also like we grew up like working in fashion where we earned like £19,000 a year at the beginning. Like obviously you can't even budget on that.
I don't actually know how we lived in London.
Babe.
Like, I still don't get it, but we made it work somehow.
Me neither. And also, like, I just used to, like, put my card in the machine and just cross my fingers and hope for the best. Like, honestly, that's what I used to
So
just do.
I know I lived in my overdraft. That was how it worked
Yeah.
at that time.
And it's been really hard for me to get out of that mentality. I don't
Yeah.
know why that might sound really funny to people, but, like, when you don't really have money, you're just not used to having it. So
Yeah.
you're just kind of like, don't want to look just in case it's terrible, but let's cross the fingers and hope for the best. That's basically been my approach, but this year was an awakening when I was like, bam.
Yeah, okay. So my thing was when I got my first proper full-time job, because we'd been interning and making
Yeah.
like an absolute pittance, I knew how to live on very little. So then when I did have some money, I was like, right, I can still live on very little, but also save.
Yeah.
So I just started saving like £500 a month. And
Oh my God, that's amazing.
I know,
really
it's really good.
sensible.
And that was how I saved for my deposit for my flat, basically. So I'm not saving at the moment because all of my money is going on this renovation. But I'm a very big saver. That is like my life. Kind of like hack. Yeah, you have to, and it doesn't have to be like £500.
500,
exactly.
yeah.
Whatever you can afford, even if it's like £50 a month.
Yeah.
I do believe that saving is a really good kind of like money hack, and put it in an ISA, you can't touch it.
Yeah.
It'd be really
Pop
Get
into
it away from you.
Yes.
Just get it away from you.
Get it away from you.
I'm popping to the bank straight after this to get an ISA. It sounds sexy.
Don't even need to, babe. Just do it online.
You can do it online.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Takes 5 minutes. I'll send you my good one.
Bank space, send me the link. I hope it's affiliate link.
Babe,
Imagine.
cash at 10.
Next up, we take a look at what the gorgeous Polly Sayer packs for a city break. 2 evening, 3 daytime, and a travel look. She has got you covered.
I want to invest in a cool kitchen gadget to inject some fun into my home. Any recommendations? The thing that I have used the most over the last year, it's called the Ninja Creamy.
Another thing I'm loving is the rope trend, which is everywhere, which obviously came to the forefront from Miu Miu.
I have just been obsessed with the Olympics.
What sport would you pick?
Maybe tennis?
I think gymnastics. 100-meter sprint. I was telling you guys earlier, I still hold the school record for the under 13s.
Lou, that blows my mind.
Hello, I'm Polly and here is what to pack for a city break. We've got a real mix of things here, some pieces I've picked up recently, some daytime, some evening looks, so let's get stuck in. So I'm going to start with what I would travel in first. I always think it's good to keep it quite comfy and simple while you travel, but with your shapes, I think it's nice to make them feel a bit more elevated by going for something a little bit baggier and oversized. So I'm going to go for a basic white tee and jeans. The t-shirt is a really, really good shape. It's from Reese. It's got a bit of a drop shoulder vibe, some longer sleeves, quite boxy. Jeans are the classic Citizens of Humanity Ayla jeans. I've got these in a blue and I just invested in these in a sort of washed black colour. I roll them up at the bottom. They're just so easy to throw on, super comfortable. The beauty of this colour as well is I think it works for summer as well as going into like kind of autumn. And maybe just for a pop of colour, I would add these red Havaianas just to jazz it up a little bit, and maybe add some jewellery, earrings, necklaces to make it feel a bit more interesting. Moving on to some daytime outfits now, I'm going to start with what I'm wearing right now. I've got this top on from COS. I saw this on the website and I thought it was a way thicker material, but it's actually a really nice like cotton vibe, so kind of good for like warm weather, but if you want to cover up your arms, it's great for that too. With these little bloomers from Next, they're actually a pair of like pajama shorts that come with a matching top, but I think they're too pretty to only wear to bed. And I think these two bits together are really good mix and match options. I think with like staycation packing, it's always good to know that you can wear this top with a pair of jeans or a pair of capris, for example, or maybe wear the shorts with a shirt. I could wear this in the daytime with a pair of flip-flops, or if I wanted to kind of jazz it up for the evening, swap the flat flip-flops out for a pair of heels and maybe add a little evening bag. Like this one, this is from Reese, and the strap also tucks in so you can make it a clutch. Another daytime look I'm loving is this super cute dress from a brand called Kindred of Ireland. It's made from Irish linen, so it's super breathable and nice, and the shape is just so comfortable, so pretty. I'm also obsessed with the colour of it. You can wear it both ways round, so if you want more of like scoop neck, you can wear it like that, but it also has a V if you prefer that. I would wear it either with a pair of flip-flops just to keep it super casual, maybe the black ones or the red ones, or if you have a white pair, that would also work. I've also got a pair of Marmite shoes, which I think are going to divide opinion. Not everyone's going to love these. These are the Margiela Tabbies, and I just think the little split between the toes adds a bit of an edge, but it still kind of cutesy vibes, so big fan of that. Third daytime look, we have this matching set from With Nothing Underneath. I have this set, I think, in 2 other colours from previous years, and I just live in it. It's so easy to throw on, super comfortable. It's made from this like seersucker material, and the colour of this one is a sort of mocha stripe. I sized up in the shirt to make it a large, so it's nice and oversized. It's just so comfortable, so easy. It feels kind of put together. You can mix the shorts with a t-shirt, for example, maybe a sweatshirt, or maybe even this shirt with my white shorts would work as well. All right, moving on to some evening outfits. Now, I think, again, we've got a combo that might divide opinion. Even I said I probably wouldn't try these when they first came back in. Capri pants, man. I've done a full 180 on these. I bought these from ASOS. I kind of thought to myself, look, if I'm gonna try this trend, I don't wanna spend too much money on them. These were like 20 quid, but you know, they've really surprised me how much I like them. They're comfortable and they look kind of cool. So I'd maybe wear them with either like a little cropped t-shirt and a jacket or something, but I'm obsessed with this Missoni tunic, which I got on the Outnet. It's like lurexy, sparkly, stripy. This just looks so cool together. Maybe add these gold shoes for extra impact. They're from a brand called Florist London, super comfortable. Can't go all out on a little holiday then, when can you? But if you wanted to tone it down as well, just a simple pair of black strappy heels, maybe a little 90s bag to complete the look. Also worth noting that you could dress the capris down with an oversized t-shirt and a jacket, maybe like this, or even with a big oversized shirt like that. Last look is with this leopard print strapless top, which is Ganni. It's kind of like denim fabric, so fairly thick, but because I think your shoulders are out, you can still wear it in the summer. I would style it with a pair of cargo pants. These are from Anthropologie. I really love leopard print with khaki. I think it's such a great combination. And then just to finish things off, I'm gonna go for these strappy heels again. I just think that's a really cool evening vibe. And that is my city break packing list. I hope you enjoyed these, and you can find all the links to the pieces featured in the show notes.
Holiday season is in full swing. What are your thoughts on group holidays? Do you like them? Do you want to go on them? How do you get the holiday out of the group chat? Do you have any tips for getting through them?
I would say that I'm a group holiday connoisseur.
I think you are. I don't know anyone actually that goes on more group holidays than you.
So I love a group holiday.
Yeah.
I love the dynamics, love the gossip. I even love it when there's a little bit of drama. I'm not
What's
gonna
the biggest
lie.
one that you've ever been on in terms of like people?
Oh my God, I helped organise my best friend Ellie's Spice Girls themed Ibiza hen do.
Oh my God.
And there was 26 of us. And we were all divided into different versions of the Spice Girls. So we'd be like, okay, you're in Spice Girl Team 1. So we gave you like, you'll be Mel B, circa the Billboard Awards in 1997. And then they'd be like Victoria at the Brit Awards in 1998. So they were like,
amazing.
they were like,
There was so
there was fact
specific.
files given to individual people.
Did you make the fact files?
Yeah, babes. I was obsessed
Oh my
with the theme. And at the end of that group trip, me and my best friend got matching tattoos. So I have girl.
Where's the tattoo?
It's on the bottom of my foot, and it says "Girl Power." I have "Girl Power" tattooed to the
That's
bottom of my foot, and she has it on her bum.
Oh
She
my
got
gosh.
the short straw.
Yeah.
As a gay man, I can't really have "Girl Power" tattooed on
your
my bum.
Yeah.
Especially when I was single, that would have been such a mood killer. But yeah, so I love them, and I do think that sometimes, as I've got a bit older, believe it or not, I have started to feel that I'm very protective of my energies now, and I'm very aware of my social battery, because I've also written a book about great chats and protecting your social battery, which is a
buy
key
it now.
chapter in the lesson. You
Yeah.
can buy it right now on Amazon and everywhere else.
And you have a good
But
bookstore?
I'm so aware of it that sometimes I'm now like, right, if I'm going to go on this group holiday and I'm going to show up and I'm going to be the extroverted me, dancing top of the table, whipping that napkin around at the beach club,
Yeah.
I need to make sure that like I protect my energy around that. So one thing I did recently was I went on a group trip, which was a stag do, a gay stag do, joint gay stag do, which was unhinged in Ibiza. And then I had a gap in between, and the next weekend I had my friend's 40th birthday in Formentera.
Yeah.
So I went on a solo vacay for like 4 days.
And you said it was
time
your
I've ever
first
done
one?
it. First time I've ever done it.
How
and I
great.
So
cannot
important.
recommend it
Yeah.
enough.
So important.
I love a solo trip.
But I was in a cabin, like basically a villa in the middle of nowhere. I 100% thought I was going to get murdered for the first night. And then I leaned into it and I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. Like pure silence.
Yeah.
Like I just completely zoned out, recharged. And I think that that's a way of getting through it. If you're someone who's a bit like, oh God, how am I going to get through this group holiday? It's going to be really overwhelming. Make sure beforehand you're not like going out 5 nights in a row. You know, like there's things you can do to protect your energy.
Totally.
Yeah, that's
Totally.
it. You've had some alone time, and then you're ready to be in this big group situation.
I saw my friend Lisa saw me at the end of my like 4 days alone, and she was like, "You look like you're reborn." And I was like, I feel it.
Yeah,
and now I'm raring to go, baby.
Let's get on it. I love that. Kasia, your tips?
What's my tips? I just came back from a group holiday. It was at a wedding. And I third wheeled my best friends that are a couple. So I was staying with them the whole time. And it was basically like mum and dad took me away for the weekend. It was great. I didn't even have to think
about anything.
I didn't think. I turned up.
That.
There was rosé waiting for me in the fridge.
Oh my God, love!
Yeah, they were like, have you got a charger? Have you got your passport? I just literally
Meals,
relaxed.
everything.
Yeah, they were like, we've got some cereal for you here if you want some in the morning. It was great. I think it just depends who you're away with. Like I've got very different groups of friends. Some of them maybe I probably wouldn't go away with now. But I think, like you said, I think it's really important to protect your energy.
Yeah.
And also don't commit to stuff that you don't actually want to do. I think
Yeah.
now in my
that's true.
30s, I'm like, oh, get invited to something. And you're like, do I actually want to spend money on this? And it, feeds back into what we were talking about money earlier. If me doing this group holiday is going to stress me out for my social battery and ruin my finances.
Yeah, is it worth
I think as you
it?
get older, you need to actually have a think and be like,
that's
I need
true.
to protect my energy. Maybe I don't need to go on this girls' trip. But yeah.
When you are going away, what is your non-negotiable on your packing list?
I am a sun cream girly. So La Roche-Posay, best sun cream in my personal opinion.
Yeah.
Always factor 50, and you can tan with factor 50.
Yes.
Even if people, fishwife's tale, hate that lie.
Yeah.
Because you can.
100%.
I'm living proof, babe.
As am I. I literally
Love
look
it.
at,
Look
I'm
at
glowing.
You're glowing. So that is like my non-negotiable.
Love that, Kasia.
I've got two. I've got one that's like whenever I get to Boots in the airport, it's a £1 hyaluronic sheet mask.
They're so good.
They're so
the Garnier
good.
ones.
No, it's Boots. It's Boots.
What?
It's £1. It's £1. And because on the plane, right?
Yeah.
So I saw this on TikTok. On the plane, it's the most UV rays, that little window.
Yeah, babe, it's really
the
bad for
equivalent
you.
of going on like 10 sunbeds. Yeah.
Gasps.
So gasps. So get
Actual
the La Roche-Posay factor
Yeah.
50.
Yeah.
But then also what I do is I'll then do a sheet mask on the plane.
I just
because
do a sheet mask
the
because of
plane's
the
gross.
the dehydration. Like,
Yeah.
I always do a sheet mask, eye patches,
And
all
it's-
of that.
It's £1.
It's £1.
But I didn't know
10.
Boots did their own sheet mask.
Yes, it's
Because I thought you were
great.
talking about the Garnier ones.
Yeah.
Like they're like the moisture
They're
bomb
good.
ones.
The moisture bomb.
Yeah, babe, they're like £2.50.
Yeah.
Whack that on your face. They are one of the best sheet masks.
Yeah.
You immediately feel refreshed. You feel plumped. You feel ready to go. You're
Yeah.
jumping off that
Because I
holiday.
think it's a myth that you need expensive ones.
Oh no,
You just need moisture on a sheet. I've also got my favourite bag.
Oh, she brought
Visual
props.
aids. We love a visual aid.
Dragon diffusion.
Yes.
I mean, they're everywhere. You can't miss them.
Yeah.
But it folds
I have
up.
to say, this is the first time I've ever seen it.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I'm thinking I'm living under a rock.
They really are. All of the SL
You need to get the La Roche-Posay in here.
Yeah.
No, but they're great because then you can fold them up and you can you can fit everything in it. So
Yeah.
yeah, this is my non-negotiable.
That's a stunning non-negotiable, babe. You can fit a lot in there, can't you?
So great. Oh my gosh.
And what's yours?
Mine, a steamer. You know how I
Oh my gosh, you love to
yes.
steam. Do you know what? Like, I can never get these steamers to work.
Why?
you
They're
doing?
so easy. Put a little bit of water in,
Babe,
switch it on,
I
and
swear
then.
to God, every time my boyfriend just brought one, and
Yeah.
every time to go to use it, I'm just like, it just won't work. I think also I'm just very triggered from all the years of steaming I did when I was a fashion assistant.
Those
So I'm just
industrial
like,
ones.
get away from me!
I can't
Like,
do
this-
this
I can't do this again.
Yeah, I mean, I love it when I stay in a hotel or just somewhere where there is already a steamer or an iron. Like, I would actually prefer. It depends what the garment is, but I would actually prefer to iron because I think you can't beat a good iron.
Yeah, true.
But obviously, if it's like a silk dress or something, steamer all the way.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get really excited when I get somewhere and there's one already there.
Well, it's also a bit like the hairdryer, isn't it? Like, there's nothing worse than you turn up at a hotel and you're just getting like a light breeze coming out of the hairdryer. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Or the ones that are attached to the wall.
Oh,
Yeah.
and you're just like, get me the Dyson!
We're not in the 1980s
Yes.
anymore. Upgrade.
So I've actually started taking the Dyson hairdryer with me.
Yeah.
So actually that is my non-negotiable because this quiff does not happen on its own. Do you know what I mean?
Never know.
Thanks, babe.
Big up license. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, guys. So that's it for today. Thank you so much to Bola and, of course, Polly. Next week, Louise is back with more great guests and fabulous content. In the meantime, we would love it if you would comment below, give us a thumbs up, and do subscribe if you haven't yet already. Have a wonderful day wherever you are. Goodbye.